Hi guys! So today I'm going to be filming my first makeup tutorial, and this is, like I said, the first one ever on this channel, so that's super exciting. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into the tutorial. The first thing that I'm doing is just putting my hair up into a messy bun or ponytail, whatever you want. Just go ahead and get your hair out of your face. Now I'm toning my face. This is not exactly, you don't have to do this. I just do it. I have extremely oily skin and I find that it helps. This is really not the toner that I would choose. This is just a random clean and clear one, but I usually use Lush's toner and I couldn't find it for this tutorial. So next I'm moisturizing my face. I suggest anyone to moisturize their face. It really helps, again, like just priming and giving moisture. Even if your skin is oily, it helps a lot. So I'm using a clean and clear moisturizer for that. Now I'm using an under eye primer, and I'm also going to put this on my lids. My eyelids are very dry compared to my face, so I just find that by putting a moisturizer on them, it just helps. So now I'm just waiting for it all to dry, and I'm going to go wet my beauty blender that is very stained. Um, but anyways, I'm going to be using my Neutrogena primer. This is just a shine control primer. Like I said, I have oily skin, so if you don't, it's really not necessary. And if you do, you really don't have to use this one because it's actually quite expensive. I'm using my MAC Studio Fix foundation, I believe. All the products will be listed below this video. So if you want to know what I'm using, go ahead and look down there. But I'm just using that Real Techniques Beauty Blender, and I'm just kind of patting it all over my face, making sure to make it blend up towards my hairline and everything. I'm also taking it over my eyelids just slightly, but I'm going to go over them more with concealer. This is the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. This is in, I think it says Berry Fair Light. That's so unreadable, sorry. But I'm using this. I'm going to put it underneath my eyes and my inner corners, on my lids, my forehead. I'm using this also to like highlight too, so I'm putting it on my forehead, my down the center of my nose, cupid's bow, chin, and a little bit around my mouth, as you'll see. I find this concealer, I can only find it at, I think, Kmart. I cannot find it anywhere else, and I don't know why, because I love it. It has like caffeine in it, and so it has like, I think, other things, like other kind of waking up properties in it, so it really does help you like feel more energized, I guess. And as you can see, I'm a concealer junkie, so that beauty blender really helps kind of absorb the excess and um, blend it out really nicely. So just go ahead and do that. And then I'm also going to be doing the exact same patting technique on the rest of the places that I have a concealer. Now to set the concealer, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. This is the one for like light skin, or like the light one. I'm using that banana shade, and then I'm taking my e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm just setting first underneath my eyes to prevent creasing, and then I'll also set my forehead and all those other places I put concealer just to further lighten that area to give me a more highlighted look. Now I have to set the rest of my face because, like I said, I have oily skin. So I'm using my, I think this is like the Dream Wonder powder or something like that from Maybelline. And then I'm taking a buffing, or no, I'm sorry, a powder brush from Real Techniques and just setting my whole face. If you guys don't have oily skin like me, you can definitely skip this step. Alright, so next I'm going to be moving on to eyes. I kind of prime with that concealer, so I don't really use a primer. I'm using all shadows from the Naked 2 palette, and first I'm taking Tease on just a Sonia Kashuk blending brush. This is one of their older brushes, so it doesn't have like a number or anything or a name or anything. I'm just assuming it's a blending brush because that's what I use it for. And I'm just taking Tease, which is that matte kind of purpley taupey shade, and I'm just going ahead and blending that in my crease. And I'm taking it a little in that outer V too, as you can see. I'm using windshield wiper motions and also kind of swirling motions whenever it gets to the outer portion of the eye. Now with that same brush, I'm going back in and I'm getting White Decay. And to me, White Decay is almost just like a sparkly version of Tease. It's like a purpley, again, a purpley kind of taupey sparkly shade. And I'm putting exactly where I put Tease. And with the same like swirling windshield wiper motions. So I'm taking my finger and then I'm taking Bootycall, which is the kind of it's really not sparkly, but it has like a sheen to it. It's like a pinky champagne color. It's really gorgeous, and I'm putting that all over my lid and also in my inner corner. And then I'm just taking that Sonia Kashuk brush and just blending it in my crease to make sure there's no harsh lines. So now I think this is like a e.l.f. like crease brush, I'm pretty sure, and I'm taking the color Busted, which is the kind of darker purpley, almost like brown sort of shade. It does have a little bit of sparkle, but it's really not that noticeable. So I'm just taking that on my outer V, and then I am slightly blending it into the crease. I'm blending it out with this brush too, just because I feel that this brush does have enough like it's able to blend as well as deposit the color. Now I'm taking an even smaller brush. This is another e.l.f. brush. If you can't tell, I love e.l.f. brushes. They're cheap and they just work great. I think this is just like a eye crease brush or something like that. I will again leave it down below. But I'm taking Blackout, which is just a matte black shade, and I'm focusing this right on the outer V of the eye, and I am just kind of patting it there. I don't feel like this is a good enough brush to blend with, so you'll see me go in with that previous brush and just blend it out as I am doing right now. And if you guys want this look to be more intense, less intense, it's definitely something that you can work with. And even if you don't have the Naked 2 palette, you can definitely find dupes for these shades. And then I'm going to take Bootycall again on my finger and just kind of touch it up, because I felt like after all that blending, it kind of got rid of some of the color. And then I am just blending the whole crease out again with that Sonia Kashuk brush. So now I'm moving on to brows. I'm first taking my NYX Micro Brow Pencil, I'm pretty sure, and this is in the color or the shade Espresso, and I'm first filling in the front part of my brows with this. I really like this, but the kind of sucky thing is this color, I'm pretty sure is the darkest that it goes, and so I can't use it on my whole brow, but I can use it on my first half because I just feel like a lighter color on the first half looks the best. But if you guys you know, want to use a full color on the whole brow, it's totally up to you. I did an awful job at filming this, but I'm really just kind of shaping that front part of my brow and up to kind of the arch of the brow. And then I'm brushing it out with that spoolie once more, and then I'm done. Just kidding. I wish it was that easy. I'm taking, I didn't show it, but I'm taking the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and this is in the color Ebony, and I'm just filling in the tail of the brow, a little bit on the arch, and just kind of filling in the rest of it, and with just a darker shade, which is this color. I swear I'll get better at filming this. This was my first time, and it was just a lot harder than I thought. So they're not even, but hey, they're friends, not sisters. Alright, so I'm taking a just random brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm taking the color Foxy, and I'm highlighting my brow bone with this shade. It's really just a yellowy matte shade, and I didn't want to use any sparkle because there's enough on the eyes. So now I forgot to set my brows, so I am just taking a brow gel from Anastasia, and I'm pretty sure this is in brunette or something. Again, I'll leave it all down below. And I'm just setting my brows with that. So now I am taking that elf brush that had that blackout shade on it, and I'm just running whatever is left on the brush under my eye, and then I went back and dipped into Busted, which is that purpley brown shade, and I'm just running that on the outer portion of my lower lash line, and then I'm dipping back in with that same brush and taking Tease, which is the first color that we use, our first transition shade, and I'm just running that over the rest of my under eye. Now I am applying mascara, and this video made me realize how long it takes me to apply mascara. It takes me way too long. But I am using my Lights Camera Lashes mascara from Tarte, and I am in love with this mascara, but I'm using that just on my upper and lower lashes. And then I am going to bronze up my face. I'm using the NYC Sunny Bronzer and an e.l.f. complexion brush. I did not contour, but if you would like, you can. I just felt like the eyes were very, I guess, enough drama for me for a look, so I just didn't want to contour. But again, if you want to, feel free. And now I am moving on to blush. I'm using the blush Melba by MAC, and I'm using that same brush to just apply this on the apples of my cheeks and blend this up towards my temples. I love this shade, especially when I have a very, like, I guess, dramatic eye. I like to use this shade because I feel like it is just, honestly, like, it's perfect for every look. If I could use this for every look, I would. Now I'm highlighting my face, and I'm taking Mary Luminizer by The Balm, and with that same e.l.f. blush brush that we use to set our under eye with, I'm just taking it on my cheekbones, down the center of my nose, my cupid's bow, a tiny bit on my chin, and just basically highlighting wherever I feel like I need it. And then lastly, I'm blending that out all with my powder brush again, just making sure there's no like harsh lines or anything. So I'm moving on to lips. I'm taking Blinkety by MAC. This is a very, very, very nude, nudie pink shade, and it was too nude for me, so I'm taking a gloss by NYX, and I'm pretty sure this is in the shade beige, even though it's a very pink shade, but I just wanted to lighten up, like, I didn't want my lips to be as nude. I wanted them to be a lot more pink. So then after I do that, I'm just taking my hair down, and then I am done. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you did, please make sure to like this video and comment below anything that you guys want to see in the future. I promise I'll get better at things like my eyebrows and you know, better angles and stuff so you guys can see things better. But I would really love your support, so please subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.